on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Chiefs at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, Hutchins. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play a little better.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're on that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This ball deep for Tony. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now it's Mahomes again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the gun, Hutchins. Short throw, and that's held in by Mayer. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This Farragut from Mercedes created a secret compartment.
On first down, Hutchins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do. I think we'll see it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Hutchins. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
oh, tripping.
As an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Ooh.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 42 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. from the gun. Hutchins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Hutchins. Still intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken it around the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hutchins. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down. Hutchins. It got his man. Complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
He said 900 years.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mahomes now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That'll be caught. It's Tony. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 53 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Off play action. Hutchins. It's caught here by Adams. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Hutchins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys
he's going to go down here. Sack. They push him back to the 34. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack and a loss of 5. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. And that one will be no good. He never had it on the line. It's well wide to the left, and they will remain well behind. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping under pressure. And down he goes again. Tyree Wilson dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On 1st down, Hutchins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack recorded at It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I eat all day. When I'm out here, I handle my business and they support the big movement. Food everywhere. Restaurants is good, so I love coming here.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come in facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Hutchins. The swing out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup for 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hutchins. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down. Hutchins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works
the flag?
the 50. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back to throw. Hutchins. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The algorithm, the business, everything like a woman's energy. So, man, you got to feel that money.
What do you want? You have to do like a investment property and stuff.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Get them home, now you got the cash back. Because if you start out with cash, the game is easy. It's like if you buy one house for $500 cash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a tackle, he's got it out. Down to the 9. and convert on fourth. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. There's Jacobs. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Well, this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
They don't, I don't want you to take it personally. Right. Because me and you in business. Right? We can love each other, brother.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
You're going to try to put it in your favor and make your family straight.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final go?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one up, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But
that's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
I think the initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the ball. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you play completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Still fighting. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ain't no way my ass up had to work hard, now I got to work hard. It's a way to use our mind and common sense of wisdom.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Hutchins. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And we'll get up to the 43-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10. Hutchins. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And I had an idea to match my belief. I just did it. So I really believe, man, my ancestors don't work too hard.
Because you would have done with good intention.
Yeah, I really had. I told the man, hey, man, I did a little switch. I was like, man, this shit, man, this is my family, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Hutchins. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This this one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
You know what I mean? And I always say that every time, man, no, bro, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get with mine. And I ain't got no gun. I ain't never had no gun, but it's like...
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I think that's what it is.
I read with someone stole some money for maybe like 15 grand.
Operating from the gun, Hutchins. Dancing to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas.
Sometimes you got to help people out just once.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This must not be true. You was about to tell your mind, I got this must not be easy. So it's like, what I learned about that, man, the human going to be on you.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over. And they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 34 going out of bounds. 72 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
You said small town, nobody ever gets out. Why would your mind not allow you to say that I'm not going to get out? Why did you beat Trent?
I used to go to Atlanta for something.
Okay.
I ain't been in Atlanta. And my mom.
Operating from the gun, Hutchins.
So I see one thing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. See, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And this has been the story all night long. Boys came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. This is another occasion for big yardage.